Greetings, my dear friends. In this world, people are always looking for companionship, for validation, for someone to hold their hand and say, "You are enough." But let me tell you, when a woman discovers that she is enough by herself, she becomes something else altogether. She no longer seeks permission to exist. She no longer waits for approval to feel complete. A woman who spends time alone is dangerous, not because she is harmful to anyone, but because she is beyond control. Society has always tried to keep women engaged in relationships, in responsibilities, in endless service to others, because if she ever looks within and finds her own power, she will not fit into the boxes the world has built for her. She is dangerous because she sees through everything. She knows when people speak out of love and when they speak out of fear. She understands the game society plays. She cannot be fooled, manipulated, or swayed by shallow praise. She is dangerous because she is no longer lonely in her solitude. She is not sitting in a corner, sad and waiting. No, she is using her time alone to grow, to sharpen her mind, to deepen her awareness. She has gone beyond dependency, beyond the need for constant distractions. She does not seek comfort in noise. She has made peace with silence. And this silence is not empty. It is full of wisdom, of strength, of clarity. From this silence, she moves through life with effortless grace, not begging for love, not chasing approval, but radiating something so powerful that the whole world turns to look. She is a woman who cannot be possessed, only respected. She is a woman who cannot be defined, only experienced. And when such a woman walks this earth, she does not walk quietly. She leaves footprints of change wherever she goes. The world does not fear a weak woman. The world fears a woman who knows herself, and a woman who spends time alone, who has met herself fully. She is the most dangerous force of all. In life, we see that people are always looking for someone to be with. They want companionship, approval, and a sense of belonging. From childhood, we are taught that being alone is something bad. If someone spends too much time alone, others start to worry. They ask, why is she always by herself? Doesn't she have friends? Doesn't she want to be with people? But the truth is, when a woman chooses to spend time alone, it does not mean she is lonely. It does not mean she is sad. It means she has discovered something that most people are afraid to face: herself. A woman who spends time alone is not empty, she is full. She is full of thoughts, wisdom, and clarity. When she sits in silence, she is not lost. She is not searching for noise to fill the space. She is not picking up her phone to escape. She is not running away from herself. Instead, she is sitting with herself, understanding herself, and growing in ways that others cannot see. The world tells women that they need someone to be happy. It tells them that they must always be in relationships, always be surrounded by people, always be taking care of others. But what happens when a woman stops listening to this? What happens when she realizes that she does not need anyone to complete her? Then she becomes something that cannot be controlled. When a woman is independent in her mind and heart, she is free. She does not wake up every morning waiting for someone to tell her she is beautiful. She does not sit by the phone waiting for a message to make her feel important. She does not make choices based on what others will think of her. She does not say yes just to please people. She does not say no out of fear of judgment. She walks her own path, and that is what makes her dangerous. Not dangerous in a way that harms others, but dangerous in a way that shakes the world. Because when a woman does not need approval, she is no longer under anyone's control. She is no longer a puppet, and that is what scares people the most. Society has always tried to keep women in a certain way. It has given them roles, responsibilities, and expectations. A woman is expected to be a daughter, a wife, a mother, a caretaker. She is expected to put everyone else first and herself last. She is told that her happiness comes from others, her family, her children, her husband, her friends. But what if she finds happiness within herself? What if she does not depend on anyone for her joy? Then she becomes someone who cannot be tamed. She becomes a woman who makes her own choices, who listens to her own heart, who follows her own path. And this is what the world is afraid of. When a woman spends time alone, she starts to see things clearly. She sees which relationships are real and which are false. She sees who truly loves her and who only uses her. She sees the lies society tells her. She understands when people speak out of love and when they speak out of fear. She recognizes when others try to control her with guilt, with expectations, with traditions. And because she sees all this, she cannot be manipulated. She does not fall for sweet words that mean nothing. She does not believe false promises. She does not accept less than what she deserves. A woman like this is powerful. She does not ask for permission to be herself. She does not need to be told that she is worthy. She knows it. She does not beg for love. She does not chase after attention. She simply exists in her own strength, and that strength is unshakable. People often think that a strong woman is loud, that she argues, that she fights. But a truly strong woman does not need to prove anything. Her presence alone is enough. When she walks into a room, people feel it. When she speaks, people listen. Not because she demands respect, but because she has become someone who commands it naturally. This kind of woman does not hold on to what is not meant for her. If a relationship is unhealthy, she walks away. If a friendship does not support her, she lets it go. If a situation does not bring her growth, she moves on. She does not stay where she is not valued. She does not waste her energy trying to fix things that are not meant for her. This is what makes her different from others. Most people stay in situations because they are afraid of being alone. They accept less because they do not want to start over. But a woman who has spent time alone knows that being alone is not something to fear. It is something to embrace. She does not allow anyone to define her. She does not live for labels, wife, daughter, mother, friend. She knows that she is more than all of these. She is not just someone's partner. She is not just someone's caretaker. She is not just someone's support. She is a person with her own dreams, her own desires, her own purpose. She does not let society shrink her into a small space. She expands, she grows, she becomes who she was always meant to be. People will try to understand her, but they will fail. They will ask, why doesn't she settle down? Why doesn't she want what other women want? Why is she different? But she does not answer these questions because she does not need to. She does not owe anyone an explanation for the way she chooses to live. She does not need to fit into a mold. She does not need to be like others. Some will admire her, some will be inspired by her, but some will be afraid. They will try to bring her down, to make her doubt herself, to make her feel guilty for not being what they expect. They will say, you are too much, you should not be alone so much, you need to change, but she will not listen. She will smile, she will continue, she will walk forward without looking back. Because she knows that she is not too much, she is exactly enough. She knows that she is not alone, she is with herself, and that is more than enough. When a woman reaches this place within herself, nothing can shake her, not rejection, not failure, not loss. She does not break when things go wrong. She does not lose herself when people leave. She stands firm like a mountain, unmoved by the storm. She understands that everything she needs is already within her. She is no longer looking outside for what she has found inside. A woman like this does not go unnoticed. Even in her silence, she is heard. Even when she is still, she is felt. She does not need to be loud to be powerful. She does not need to fight to be strong. Her strength is in her presence, in her peace, in the way she carries herself. She does not need to prove anything to anyone. The world does not fear a weak woman. The world fears a woman who has met herself. The world fears a woman who does not need approval, who does not need permission. Because a woman like this cannot be controlled. She cannot be stopped. She will live, she will rise, she will shine, whether the world accepts it or not. And so if you ever see a woman who spends time alone, do not mistake her for someone who is lost. She is not lost. She has found herself, and that is the most powerful thing anyone can do. She is not weak. She is strong in ways the world does not yet understand. She is a woman who knows herself, and that makes her the most dangerous force of all. In this world, we are often told that being alone is not good. From childhood, people are taught to stay in groups, to always have company, to always be surrounded by others. A woman especially is expected to always be connected to family, friends, or society. If she spends time alone, people begin to ask questions. They wonder if something is wrong with her. They assume she must be sad or lonely. But what if a woman chooses to be alone, not because she is lonely, but because she has found something greater? What if she is alone because she enjoys her own company? What if solitude is not a weakness, but a path to wisdom. When a woman spends time alone, she begins to see things differently. The noise of the world fades away, and she starts to listen to a different voice, the voice inside her. This voice has always been there, but it was hidden under the expectations, the opinions, and the endless distractions of life. In the silence, she begins to hear her own thoughts clearly. She begins to understand what truly matters to her, what she wants from life, and what she needs to let go of. She is no longer influenced by what others think she should be. She is no longer trying to fit into a role that does not belong to her. In solitude, she becomes an observer of life. She watches the world without the need to react to everything. She sees how people rush through life, chasing things that do not bring them real happiness. She notices how much energy is wasted on meaningless arguments, unnecessary worries, and empty desires. She realizes that most people are controlled by their fears, fear of being alone, fear of being judged, fear of being unloved. But she has faced these fears in her time alone, and now they no longer control her. The world often teaches people to keep themselves busy. If there is free time, it must be filled with something: talking, working, socializing, or entertaining oneself. But a woman who embraces solitude is not afraid of stillness. She does not need constant activity to feel important. She does not need to prove her worth by always doing something. She understands that real growth happens in moments of quiet. In these moments, she reflects on her past, she understands her present, and she prepares for her future. Through solitude, she becomes emotionally stronger. She does not depend on others to make her feel complete. She does not seek validation from people. She does not look for someone to make her feel special. She knows that her worth is not determined by the opinions of others. This kind of independence makes her powerful. When a woman reaches this level of understanding, she no longer allows anyone to take advantage of her. She no longer tolerates relationships that drain her energy. She does not stay in places where she is not respected. She values herself, and because of that, she makes better choices. Her wisdom also comes from deep observation. When she is alone, she is not distracted by the noise of daily life. She pays attention to the small details that others miss. She sees beyond words. She understands the emotions, the intentions, and the truths that people try to hide. She can sense when someone is lying. She can recognize when someone is pretending. She can see the real nature of people, not just the masks they wear in society. Because of this, she is not easily fooled. She does not get caught up in meaningless drama. She does not allow herself to be manipulated by flattery or false promises. She also learns patience. In a world that moves fast, people have forgotten how to wait. They want quick answers, quick success, quick happiness. But a woman who has spent time alone understands that real things take time. She is not in a hurry to prove herself. She does not rush into decisions. She does not act out of desperation. She knows that waiting, observing, and understanding are important before making a move. This patience gives her an advantage in life. While others make mistakes in their rush, she moves with wisdom and clarity. When a woman is alone, she also develops a deep connection with herself. She starts to understand her own emotions. She learns what makes her happy and what drains her energy. She sees her own strengths and weaknesses clearly. Because of this, she no longer depends on others to tell her who she is. She does not need someone to tell her she is strong. She already knows. She does not need someone to make her feel loved. She loves herself. This self-awareness protects her from making choices that go against her true nature. She also becomes comfortable with silence. Most people fear silence. They try to escape it with music, television, or conversation. They do not want to be left alone with their thoughts. But a woman who embraces solitude finds peace in silence. In this silence, she listens to the deeper truths of life. She understands things that cannot be learned from books or taught by others. She sees the beauty of existence, the mystery of life, and the power of simply being. This wisdom makes her different from others. She does not react to situations in the same way. She does not get angry over small things. She does not worry about the future in the same way others do. She does not carry unnecessary burdens from the past. She knows how to let go, how to move forward, and how to stay present in the moment. She does not waste her energy on things that do not matter. Her solitude also makes her more compassionate. Because she has spent time understanding herself, she can understand others better. She does not judge people too quickly. She does not assume assume things without knowing the full truth. She can see the struggles that others go through, even when they do not speak about them. This makes her kind, but it does not make her weak. She helps others when she can, but she does not allow herself to be used. She gives love, but she does not accept less than she deserves in return. Through solitude, she also connects with nature. She notices the way the wind moves, the way the sun rises and sets, the way the seasons change. She sees that life has a rhythm, and she learns to flow with it instead of resisting it. She understands that just like nature, she does not need to force anything. Growth happens naturally when the right conditions are there. She applies this wisdom to her own life. She does not push too hard for things that are not meant for her. She does not hold on to what is no longer needed. She allows life to unfold in its own way, and this gives her peace. When she finally steps back into the world, she is not the same person she was before. She moves with confidence, not arrogance. She speaks with clarity, not doubt. She loves with openness, not fear. She walks with purpose, not hesitation. People notice something different about her. They may not always understand it, but they feel it. She does not seek attention, yet her presence is felt. She does not demand respect, yet she is respected. Some people will admire her, others may feel uncomfortable around her. They may wonder why she does not seek approval. They may question why she does not follow the same path as others. But she does not need to explain herself. She knows who she is, and that is enough. She is not alone in the way people think. She is connected to herself, to life, to something greater than what the eye can see. She does not fear solitude because she knows it is not emptiness. It is a source of wisdom. She does not seek distractions because she has found meaning in stillness. She does not chase after the world because she has already found what truly matters. And when she walks into the world, she does not walk as someone looking for direction. She walks as someone who has already found her way. She is not lost. She is not weak. She is not incomplete. She is wise. She is whole. And she is free. There is something powerful about a woman who cannot be influenced, a woman who sees through every trick, every lie, every false promise. She is not easy to control. Not because she is stubborn, but because she understands herself deeply. She knows her worth, and she knows when someone is trying to take advantage of her. She has seen the games people play. She has watched how the world works, how people say one thing but mean another, how they use words to twist reality, how they try to make others feel small so they can feel powerful. But none of this works on her. She is not fooled by flattery. People try to praise her, hoping to win her trust, hoping that if they tell her enough good things about herself, she will lower her guard. But she does not need to hear these words to feel good about herself. She already knows who she is. She does not need someone else to tell her she is beautiful, smart, or strong. She does not rely on outside voices to shape her inner world. So when people try to manipulate her with compliments, she simply smiles and moves on. She does not let sweet words blind her from the truth. She is also not controlled by guilt. Many people try to make others feel guilty so they can get what they want. They say, if you loved me, you would do this. If you cared, you would listen to me. How can you be so selfish? They use emotions to trap others, to make them feel responsible for things that are not their burden to carry. But she has learned to see through this. She knows when someone is trying to make her feel guilty for their own benefit. She does not allow herself to be forced into doing something that does not feel right to her. She helps when she truly wants to help, not because she is pressured into it. She gives from the heart, not because someone has made her feel obligated. She is not swayed by fear. Many people are controlled because they are afraid of losing love, afraid of being alone, afraid of what others will think. This fear makes them easy to manipulate. But she has spent time alone. She has faced loneliness and she has made peace with it. She does not cling to relationships just because she is scared of being by herself. She does not stay in places where she is not valued just because she is afraid of change. She does not say yes to things she does not want just because she is afraid of disappointing others. Fear does not guide her decisions. She acts from strength, not from weakness. She is also not a person who can be tricked with lies. She has spent enough time observing people to know when they are being dishonest. She notices the little details that others miss. She hears the hesitation in their voice, the way their eyes shift, the small inconsistencies in their words. She does not confront every lie she hears because she does not waste her energy on pointless battles. But she remembers. She keeps note of who is truthful and who is not. She does not argue or try to prove that she is right. She simply distances herself from those who do not speak with honesty. She does not seek approval, and that makes her dangerous to those who try to control others. Most people are desperate to be liked. They want to be accepted, to be seen as good, to fit in. Because of this, they do things they do not want to do just to gain approval. They stay quiet when they should speak up. They agree when they should say no. But she does not live for the approval of others. She is not afraid to be different. She does not shape herself based on what society expects. She does not change her truth just to be liked. She is independent in her thinking. Many people do not think for themselves. They believe whatever they are told, follow the opinions of the majority, and fear questioning things too deeply. They are like leaves in the wind, easily moved in any direction. But she has trained her mind to be sharp. She asks questions. She does not accept things at face value. If someone tells her something, she does not immediately believe it. She takes her time. She observes. She seeks truth beyond the surface. Because of this, she cannot be easily convinced by false narratives, by misleading stories, or by empty promises. She thinks for herself, and that alone makes her powerful. She is not attached to material things. Some people are easy to control because they are too attached to money, luxury, or comfort. They will compromise their values if they are offered something in return. But she does not live for these things. She enjoys the beauty of life, but she is not owned by it. No one can buy her loyalty with gifts. No one can control her by threatening to take away material things. She stands firm because she knows that real wealth is not in objects but in inner strength. She does not allow emotional manipulation. Many people use emotions as a tool to control others. They act hurt when they are not truly hurt. They cry to gain sympathy. They pretend to be weak so others will take care of them. She has seen all these tactics, and she does not fall for them. She has empathy, but she is not naive. She can feel for others without allowing herself to be used. She knows the difference between genuine pain and manipulation. She does not argue unnecessarily. Some people try to pull others into endless debates to exhaust them, to break their confidence through constant disagreement. But she does not waste her energy on pointless conflicts. She knows when to walk away. She does not need to prove herself in every argument. She chooses where to invest her energy. She knows that silence can be more powerful than words. She does not act out of desperation. Many people can be controlled because they are desperate for love, for security, for attention. They will do anything to hold on to what they think they need. But she is complete within herself. She does not beg for love. She does not force anyone to stay in her life. She does not try to please people just to keep them close. She allows what is real to stay, and she lets go of what is not. She does not act from a place of need, and that makes her free. She trusts her intuition. While logic is important, she also listens to the deeper knowing inside her. When something does not feel right, she does not ignore it. When she senses that someone's intentions are not pure, she pays attention. She has learned to trust this inner wisdom, and because of that, she avoids many traps that others fall into. She does not let the past define her. Some people can be controlled because they carry too much guilt or regret from the past. They allow others to remind them of their mistakes and use it against them. But she has made peace with her past. She has learned from it, grown from it, and moved forward. No one can use it to manipulate her. She does not live in shame. She knows that mistakes are part of life, and she refuses to be trapped by them. She does not rush into decisions. Many people can be manipulated because they act too quickly without thinking. They are pressured into making choices before they are ready. But she takes her time. She does not allow herself to be rushed. She knows that anything worth doing is worth thinking about deeply. She does not allow anyone to break her spirit. People may try to discourage her, to tell her she is not enough, to make her doubt herself. But she has built herself from the inside out. She does not crumble under criticism. She does not change herself to please others. She does not allow the words of small minds to shake her foundation. She cannot be manipulated because she is in control of herself. She is not led by fear, by guilt, by desperation, or by the need for approval. She moves through life with strength, with wisdom, with clarity. She is a woman who who stands in her truth, and that makes her untouchable. In this world, noise is everywhere. People wake up to the sound of alarms, spend their days surrounded by talking, music, traffic, and endless conversations. Even when they are alone, they turn on the television, scroll through their phones, or find something to listen to. They fear silence because in silence they have to face themselves. But she is different. She does not run from silence, she welcomes it. While others fill every empty moment with distractions, she embraces the stillness. She has learned that silence is not emptiness. Most people think that if there is no noise, something is missing. They feel uncomfortable when things become too quiet. They immediately look for something to do, someone to talk to, something to watch or listen to. They think that being alone in silence means being lonely. But she has discovered the opposite. In silence, she finds peace. In silence, she finds clarity. In silence, she finds herself. She does not fear being alone with her thoughts. Many people avoid silence because when there is no distraction, their mind starts bringing up things they do not want to face. Their worries, their fears, their past mistakes, all these things rise to the surface when there is nothing to drown them out. So they keep themselves busy, they surround themselves with people, fill every moment with activity, always keeping their minds occupied so they do not have to look too deeply. But she is not afraid of what is inside her. She has taken the time to sit with her thoughts, to understand them, to make peace with them. She does not need to run from herself. She has discovered that real answers come in silence. In the noise of daily life, it is hard to think clearly. The mind is always jumping from one thing to another, reacting to everything happening around it. Decisions are made in a hurry without real understanding. But in silence, she can hear her own wisdom. She can see things as they truly are, without being influenced by outside voices. She does not need to ask others what she should do. She listens to the quiet space within her, and from that space the right answers come. She understands that distractions do not bring true happiness. Many people seek entertainment, social media, endless conversations, and other distractions because they believe these things will make them feel happy. But this happiness never lasts. As soon as the distraction is gone, they feel empty again. So they look for the next thing to keep them entertained. It is an endless cycle. But she has broken free from it. She has realized that the deepest joy does not come from distractions. It comes from being at peace within herself. She does not need constant stimulation to feel good. Her happiness is not dependent on what is happening around her. She finds strength in stillness. While others rush through life, always moving, always chasing, always filling their time with activity, she knows the power of being still. She knows that just as the strongest trees do not shake in the wind, a mind that is steady does not waver in the storms of life. She does not react to everything that happens. She does not get caught up in unnecessary drama. She does not waste energy on things that do not matter. Her silence is her strength, and that strength gives her control over her own life. She listens more than she speaks. In a world where everyone wants to talk, where people are always trying to express their opinions, she understands the value of listening. She listens not just to words, but to what is behind them. She hears the emotions people try to hide, the truths they do not say out loud. Because she does not rush to speak, she sees more, understands more, and learns more. She does not need to prove her intelligence by speaking all the time. Her wisdom is in her ability to observe and understand. She has patience. People today want everything quickly. They want success immediately, answers instantly, solutions without waiting. But she has learned that good things take time. She knows that wisdom does not come in a rush. Growth does not happen overnight. When she sits in silence, she is not wasting time. She is allowing herself to grow, to see clearly, to move forward with purpose. She does not seek approval from others. Many people use distractions to escape their insecurities. They surround themselves with people who tell them what they want to hear. They seek validation through social media, through constant conversations, through the opinions of others. They cannot sit alone in silence because in that silence, they realize how much they depend on outside approval. But she does not need others to tell her she is enough. She already knows it. Her confidence does not come from the world, it comes from within. She is not controlled by emotions. Most people are easily influenced by their emotions. If something upsets them, they react immediately. If something excites them, they rush into it without thinking. They move through life like a boat in a storm, pushed in every direction by whatever feeling comes in the moment. But she is different. In her silence, she has learned to observe her emotions without being controlled by them. She does not react to everything. She takes her time to process, to understand, to respond with wisdom instead of impulse. She does not feel the need to explain herself. Many people argue, defend, and try to prove their point because they want to be understood. They feel frustrated when others do not see things their way. But she knows that silence is more powerful than argument. She does not waste energy trying to convince those who are not willing to listen. She does not explain herself to those who have already made up their minds. She lets her actions speak louder than words. She is not afraid of change. People fear change because they do not take the time to sit in silence and understand it. They keep themselves busy so they do not have to think about what is shifting in their lives. They distract themselves so they do not have to face the truth. But she embraces change. In her quiet moments, she reflects, she adapts, she prepares. She does not resist life's flow, she moves with it. She does not get lost in unnecessary conversations. Some people talk just to fill the silence. They engage in meaningless gossip, endless complaints, and pointless arguments. They do not realize how much energy is wasted in unnecessary speech. But she chooses her words carefully. She speaks only when there is something meaningful to say. Her silence is not ignorance, it is wisdom. She understands that words have power and she does not waste them on things that do not matter. She finds beauty in simple moments. While others need constant entertainment, she finds joy in the stillness of a morning, in the sound of the wind, in the quiet of the night. She does not need grand events to feel alive. She does not need distractions to feel content. She has learned to see beauty in what most people overlook. She has mastered the art of being present. Distractions pull people into the past or the future. They think about what happened before, or they worry about what will come next. But she knows that life happens now. In silence, she is fully present. She is not lost in regrets. She is not trapped in worries. She is here in this moment, completely aware, completely alive. She does not fear being misunderstood. People often misunderstand silence. They think that if someone is quiet, they must be sad, lonely, or weak. But she does not need to explain herself to those who do not understand. She knows that silence is not emptiness, it is depth. It is not weakness, it is power. She moves through life with calmness, with grace, with unshakable inner strength. While others fill their lives with noise, she remains steady in her silence. While others seek distractions, she seeks clarity. While others are lost in the chaos, she stands firm in her peace. She embraces silence, not because she has nothing to say, but because she has everything to understand. She does not fear the quiet, she has made it her greatest strength. There is something different about her. She does not need to raise her voice to be heard. She does not need to demand attention to be noticed. She does not chase after approval, yet people respect her. She does not try to prove her strength, yet her presence alone is enough to make others aware of it. She carries something within her that cannot be explained in words, but can be felt by those around her. This is not a power that comes from control over others. It is not a power that is loud or aggressive. It is something much deeper. An inner power that flows from within, a quiet strength that cannot be shaken. She does not allow the world to define her. Many people live their lives based on how others see them. They change themselves to fit into expectations, to please society, to gain approval. They try to be what the world wants them to be, fearing rejection if they do not fit the mold. But she does not live this way. She knows who she is, and she does not change to please anyone. She does not seek validation. She does not look outside herself for a sense of worth. She stands firm in her truth, no matter what others think. She walks with confidence, not because she believes she is better than others, but because she has nothing to prove. She does not compare herself to anyone. She does not feel the need to compete. She knows that her journey is her own and she follows it without fear. Some people try to impress others with wealth, beauty, or achievements, hoping to feel important. But she does not need such things to feel whole. Her value does not come from what she has, it comes from what she is. She does not seek attention, yet people are drawn to her. There is something about her presence that makes others feel calm. Something in her eyes that speaks of wisdom. Something in her silence that holds more power than words. She does not try to be noticed, but people notice her anyway. not because she demands their attention, but because her energy is different. She is not empty inside, looking for something to fill her. She is full of self-awareness, full of peace, full of strength. She does not react to everything. Most people live their lives reacting. When something upsets them, they respond with anger. When something excites them, they lose themselves in it. They are always being pulled in different directions by their emotions, by the opinions of others, by the things happening around them. But she is not like this. She does not allow the outside world to shake her inner world. She does not waste her energy on meaningless arguments or unnecessary conflicts. She knows when to speak and when to remain silent. She chooses her battles wisely. She does not let small things disturb her peace. She has mastered patience. Many people rush through life, always chasing after something, always feeling like they are running out of time. They cannot sit still, cannot wait, cannot let things unfold naturally. They try to force things to happen before their time, and in their impatience, they create unnecessary struggles for themselves. But she has learned that true power lies in patience. She does not force anything. She moves with the flow of life, trusting that what is meant for her will come in its own time. She does not hurry, yet she never falls behind. She is fearless, not because she never feels fear, but because she does not let fear control her. Many people live in fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of being alone. They make decisions based on these fears, avoiding risks, staying in their comfort zones, never daring to go beyond what feels safe. But she does not let fear dictate her choices. She understands that fear is just a passing cloud in the sky of the mind. It comes and goes, but it does not have to be followed. She feels the fear, but she moves forward anyway. She faces challenges with courage, knowing that true strength is found in overcoming fear, not in avoiding. She does not let the past define her. Some people carry their past like a heavy weight, unable to let go of old wounds, old mistakes, old regrets. They allow what happened before to shape who they are now, limiting themselves because of past pain. But she has released the past. She has learned from it, grown from it, but she does not let it control her. She knows that each new day is a chance to start again, to choose differently, to move forward without being held back by what came before. She does not waste time on things that do not serve her. Many people give their energy to things that drain them. Negative relationships, pointless drama, endless distractions. They invest their time in things that do not bring them growth or peace. But she is careful with where she puts her energy. She does not engage in gossip. She does not entertain negativity. She does not give her time to things that take away her inner peace. She chooses what is worth her attention, and she lets go of what is not. She does not rely on external things to feel power. Some people seek power in money, status, or control over others. They believe that if they can gain enough of these things, they will feel strong. But she knows that real power does not come from these things. Money can be lost, status can fade, control over others is temporary. But the power she holds within her cannot be taken away. It is not based on what she has, it is based on who she is. She does not fear solitude. Many people cannot be alone with themselves. They need constant company, constant distractions, constant noise. They fear what they will find in the quiet moments. But she embraces solitude. She does not need to be surrounded by people to feel complete. She enjoys her own company. She finds strength in her time alone. It is in these moments that she recharges, that she connects with herself, that she deepens her understanding of life. She does not seek others to fill a void. She is already whole. She does not let others control her emotions. Many people are easily influenced by what others say and do. A single word from someone else can ruin their entire day. A small criticism can shake their confidence. But she does not give others this power over her. She does not allow outside opinions to disturb her inner peace. She listens, she observes, but she does not let the words or actions of others define how she feels about herself. She does not seek revenge or hold grudges. Some people waste their energy on anger, holding on to past hurts, seeking ways to get back at those who have wronged them. But she knows that this only keeps her tied to negativity. She lets go. She moves forward. She does not carry unnecessary burdens. Forgiveness is not about weakness. It is about freeing herself from the weight of the past. She lives with purpose. Many people drift through life without direction, unsure of what they want, following whatever path is placed in front of them without question. But she moves with intention. She knows what she wants. She knows where she is going. She makes choices that align with her values, with her vision, with the life she wants to create. She does not follow the crowd. She follows her own path. She radiates inner power because she is true to herself. She does not pretend to be something she is not. She does not hide who she is to make others comfortable. She does not shrink herself to fit into small spaces. She stands tall, unshaken, knowing that her power does not come from what the world gives her, but from what she has built within herself. She is not like the rest. She is not someone who simply follows what has always been done. She does not accept things just because they have been that way for a long time. She does not remain silent when something needs to be said. She does not stand still when movement is needed. She is not a passive observer of life. She is a force, a spark, a shift. Wherever she goes, things do not remain the same. Change is not easy for most people. Many hold on to what is familiar, even when it no longer serves them. They fear the unknown. They resist growth because growth is uncomfortable. They avoid transformation because it requires effort. But she is different. She is willing to walk into the unknown. She is willing to embrace discomfort. She is willing to do the work that change requires. She does not wait for someone else to take the first step. She moves forward even when she has to walk alone. She does not fear breaking old patterns. The world is full of cycles that repeat over and over. Families pass down beliefs without questioning them. Societies follow rules without understanding them. People continue traditions that no longer have meaning. But she has the courage to look deeper. She questions. She reflects. She asks, is this still right? Is this still true? Is this still the best way? If the answer is no, she does not hesitate to change direction. She does not allow fear to control her decisions. Fear is what keeps most people from changing. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping outside the known. But she has learned that fear is only a shadow. It disappears when you move toward it. She does not let fear decide her path. She does not let it hold her back. She moves forward despite fear, and in doing so, she shows others that they can do the same. She challenges the limitations that others accept. There are people who say this is just how things are. They believe certain things are impossible, that certain problems cannot be solved, that some dreams are too big. But she does not accept these limits. She sees possibility where others see obstacles. She sees potential where others see dead ends. She does not believe in the word impossible. She finds a way, and if there is no way, she creates one. She does not wait for permission to make a difference. Many people wait for the right time, for the right conditions, for approval from others before they take action, but she knows that waiting often means never starting. She does not ask, can I? She decides, I will. She does not look for someone else to give her power. She understands that she already has it. She inspires without forcing. Some people try to change the world by controlling others, by pushing them, by demanding they see things a certain way. But she knows that real change does not come from force. It comes from example. She does not waste energy arguing. She does not try to convince those who refuse to listen. Instead, she simply lives her truth. She walks her path with strength and clarity. And in doing so, she shows others what is possible. She turns obstacles into opportunities. Most people see challenges as roadblocks, reasons to stop. But she does not. When something stands in her way, she does not complain, she finds a solution. When something does not go as planned, she does not give up. She adapts. She understands that challenges are not meant to break her, they are meant to shape her. She does not see difficulties as reasons to quit, she sees them as opportunities to grow stronger. She is not afraid of standing alone. Change is often lonely work. When someone decides to walk a different path, not everyone understands, not everyone supports, not everyone agrees. Many would rather stay in their comfort zones than face the truth that change requires effort. But she does not let this stop her. She is willing to stand alone if she must. She is willing to be misunderstood. She is willing to take the first step even when no one follows, because she knows that if she keeps going, others will eventually see the way. She is not distracted by the opinions of those who do not understand. When someone dares to break old patterns, there will always be resistance. There will always be those who criticize, those who mock, those who try to pull them back into the old ways, but she does not let their words affect her. She does not need approval to know she is doing the right thing. She does not let negativity slow her down. She stays focused on what matters and she moves forward without hesitation. She does not just talk about change. She takes action. Many people speak of wanting things to be different. They dream, they hope, they wish, but few are willing to take the steps necessary to make things happen. She is one of the few. She does not wait for things to magically improve. She does what needs to be done. She takes responsibility. She makes choices that align with her vision. She is not just a thinker. She is a doer. She creates space for others to grow. Change is not just about the individual. It is about lifting others as well. She does not keep her knowledge to herself. She does not rise alone. She shares, she teaches, she encourages. She creates opportunities for those around her. She helps others see their own strength. She empowers those who doubt themselves. She does not let failure stop her. Many people are afraid to try because they do not want to fail. They see failure as proof that they are not good enough, but she knows that failure is not the end. It is part of the journey. She understands that every mistake is a lesson, every setback is a stepping stone. She does not let failures define her. She learns, she adjusts, and she continues forward, stronger than before. She does not hold on to old identities. Some people resist change because they are attached to who they used to be. They do not want to let go of old versions of themselves. But she is not afraid of becoming someone new. She understands that growth requires letting go. She allows herself to evolve, to transform, to step into new versions of herself without fear. She understands that true change starts from within. Some people try to change the world without first changing themselves. They demand that others be different while remaining the same themselves. But she knows that real transformation begins within. She works on herself first. She does the inner work, the deep work, the difficult work of self-awareness and self-improvement. She knows that only by changing herself can she truly create change around her. She does not settle for less than what she knows is possible. Many people accept things as they are, even when they know things could be better. They compromise, they lower their expectations, they make peace with mediocrity. But she does not. She strives for better always. She refuses to accept less than what she knows is possible. She keeps pushing forward, not because she is never satisfied, but because she knows that growth is endless. She is a reminder that one person can make a difference. Some believe that a single person cannot change much. They think that the world is too big, that problems are too many, that one individual's efforts do not matter. But she is living proof that this is not true. She shows that one person, when determined enough, when strong enough, when clear enough, can create ripples that reach far beyond what they can see. She is not just part of the world, she is a force that shapes it. She does not wait for change to come, she becomes the change. Wherever she goes, transformation follows. She does not simply exist, she moves, she shifts, she uplifts, she inspires. She is not just another person, she is a catalyst, a spark, a fire that burns away the old and makes way for the new. She is not just living, she is creating something greater. She is not just a woman who walks through life without direction, she is a force that shapes everything around her. She does not wait for permission, nor does she seek approval. She does not fear change, she creates it. She does not resist growth, she embraces it. She stands strong in her truth, unwavering in her purpose, unshaken by doubt or fear. She is the one who dares to break old cycles, the one who moves forward when others hesitate, the one who transforms not only herself but also the world around her. Her power does not come from control, wealth, or status. It comes from within. It is the quiet strength of knowing who she is. It is the deep wisdom of understanding that change is not something to fear but something to welcome. It is the unshakable courage to take the first step even when the path is uncertain. She does not merely adapt to the world, she challenges it, reshapes it, and leaves it better than she found it. And so wherever she goes, things do not remain the same. She is not just another person in the crowd, she is a spark that ignites transformation. She does not just exist, she creates, she inspires, she awakens. She is not just a woman, she is a catalyst for change. May we all find the strength to embrace the power within us, just as she does. May we all have the courage to be more than just observers in life, to be the change, to create the shift, to move the world forward.